Hello my dear students, welcome back to the another session of social studies. Today we are on lesson number 6, our industries. In the previous chapter we learned about our agriculture. We saw that crops are grown in different climatic conditions. All the crops are not grown in the same climatic conditions. There are cropping seasons. And we also saw that there are two types of crops in India. First is a food crop and second is the cash crop. Food crop means which is used for human consumption, and cash crop means which is sold in the industries or either in the market for earning good amount of money. Now today we are going to learn about the industries. Industries means where the raw materials are being sent to the industries in order to make it as a finished goods, and those finished goods are brought to the market in order to sell to the consumers. Now consumers means we are the consumers, we are the customers, we only purchase the thing from the market. We have many industries. Sugar mill we have textile industry. Then we also have like food industry. Also we have. Then there are many industries. Many raw materials industries are also there. So today we are going to learn about the industries in this chapter. So let's begin. Warm up. Number the steps in the correct order to find out how an eraser is made. We use the eraser, isn't it, to erase a mistake. Now, from where this eraser is made? From rubber, isn't it? From the rubber plantation, the eraser is made. Now, the rubber plantation, how the process is being done so that we got the finished good as an eraser which we are using. So let us see. In the boxes there are the steps given for the process of eraser. Now these are given in a jumbled form. You have to arrange in order which will be the first and which will be the last process. Okay. So see, slicing and packing rubber. Packing rubber means the packing process is done at the end, isn't it? When they are sold to the market. So that means it will come at the end. Producing slabs of rubber. Producing slabs of rubber means when the rubbers are being cut into slabs, slabs means you can say into pieces. So after the rubber plantation, the rubber tree is being cut down, then only this process will be done, isn't it? So it will be somehow in the middle. Then chemical processing of rubber. Chemical processing means it can be after when the slabs are being transferred in the industry. And due to the chemical process only we will get the eraser. So this also will be somehow in the middle. Next, extracting rubber from the tree. Now, extracting rubber from the tree means cut the slabs. We will take out the rubber from the trees. Then only we can go to the producing of slabs of rubber, isn't it? So this will be number 1. Next, the producing of slabs of rubber, number 2. Then it will be sent to the chemical industries for the chemical process. This will be number 3. Then at last only slicing and packing of rubber will be done. It will slice due to the help of machine. It will slice the rubber and then the packing of rubber will be done. So see, I have a rubber with me. I know my rubber looks very dirty, but this is a rubber. It comes into a good packing, isn't it? The slices are being done with the machines, and after that they pack the rubber, then they sell in the market. So this is number 4. So this is the process of rubber eraser. So likewise each and every raw materials have a process to follow. We can't simply take the raw material and use directly. No, it will have some harmful effects in our life. So that's why we need to go for a process. Now look ahead. In this chapter, what we are going to learn. First, about industries. Second, types of industries in India and their importance. Okay, now industry. From a small pencil to a big computer or a mobile phone, almost everything we use is made in a factory using natural resources. Do you think this pencil, what we are using for writing, for sketching, are we getting directly from the plantation? No, it undergoes a different process. Okay, different processes are there for this pencil also, just like the eraser. So each and everything, starting from the pencil, the computer, the laptops, the mobile phones, the tabs which we are using, everything has to undergo a process. And almost all are where the processing are being done, it is being done in the factories. Okay, and there are some natural resources through which these things are being made. Thus, factory is a place where natural resources are converted into finished goods. This is a finished product. It comes from the factory. Factory makes the raw material into the finished goods. The process of converting natural resources into finished goods using machines and human labor is called an industry. So how an industry runs? It runs by the machine as well as the human labor. There are also people due to whose hard work we are getting the finished products. Now next, factors needed for industries. What are the factors? Means only one factor is not needed. There are many factors, like we need labors also, we need good machines also, and we need a good supply of electricity also. So these are the factors through which our industry runs. And if all these things are not there in the factory, a factory will not be possible. It will become impossible for a factory to run. Certain things are required to set up an industry. Finance or money is an important requirement to start an industry. So we know that if we have money or finance with us, enough capital with us, then we can start an industry. If we don't have any money with us, to run an industry, then we cannot start an industry. All the other requirements are dependent on money in one way or the other. Now in this box, we have the factors which are needed for the industries to run very smoothly. First is the raw material. Without the raw materials, there will be the industry will not process. Same likewise, if there is no machine, industry will not work. Then labor, power supply, and last, transport. So this plays a very important role in running a industry. Raw materials are the basic things used in making a product. Most industries are located near the source of their raw materials. This helps in getting the best quality of raw materials and saves on the transport cost. So raw materials like cotton, like jute, then like sugarcane, also like raw materials like tea or coffee. Without this, do you think that industry will run? No, because when we are sending this raw material to the industry, they make the products into a finished goods, isn't it? And that we either consume it or we use it in our daily life. Next we have machine. Now we have sent the raw materials in the industry, but in order to make into a finished goods, they need a good machine. Without the machine also, raw material, we cannot get the finished goods from the raw material. So machine also plays a very important role. Industry require different types of machines to convert raw materials into finished products. Next, labor. So machines, we know that it cannot take care of itself, isn't it? They need somebody to process it. So what we need? We need human labors. Industries require people who can take care of different stages of product making, like thinking, planning, design, and making the actual product. So there are people also who need to think that, okay, out of this raw material we can create this thing. So thinking, then planning also, designing also. If the raw material, for example, we have wood with us, okay, now out of this wood, what are the things we can make? So for that also we need people to design the things, to plan out the things. So labor plays a very important role in the industry. Next, we have power supply. If the electricity is not working properly, then none of the work will be in progress. Industries are located where this is continuous power supply to run the machines. This power can be generated in a power plant through coal or water, or in a nuclear power plant. Next, we have transport. After when the finished products or finished goods are ready to sell, now who will take the things from one place to another? It is done by the transport system. Like for example, trucks. The trucks carries the goods from one place to another. So transport also plays a very important role in running our industry. Transport is very important to carry raw materials to factory and take the finished goods to the market. So these are the factors needed for the industry. Now activity. Identify and name the factors of productions being used in the sentence given below. So you have to identify and name the factors which are used. Number one is cotton balls are used in cotton textile industry. Now cotton balls are raw materials, isn't it? Are used in cotton textile industry. So we know that it is a raw material. Cotton balls comes out from the cotton. Next we have trucks carry the finished cotton clothes to the market. Trucks means transport. Next, number 3. Workers get daily wages in the cotton textile industry. Workers get daily wages. Daily wages means the money they get for working in the cotton textile industry. So money or either finance. You can write here money. Next, cotton textile industry is successful because of the skilled workforce. For what the cotton textile is successful? Who are the persons behind for making the cotton textile industry successful? It is the labor. Sudden power cut brought the entire industry to a standstill. So because of the power cut, the work is being stopped. So what is that? Power supply. Now next, we have types of industries. Industries can be divided on the basis of raw materials used and their size. On the basis of raw materials used. The first one is agro-based industries. Now, agro-based industries means the food industries, the food from where foods are being processed, okay, where the foods are being made. Like for example, they use agricultural products as their raw materials. For example, textile industry, food processing industry, etc. Next is mineral based industries. See, each and every industries are are having runs into different types. Like for example, if you go to a agro-based industry with the minerals, will they convert the minerals into metals? No, they will not convert the minerals into metal, because it is an agro-based industry, and agro-based industries works in textile industry or food industries. Okay, so for the mineral, you need to go to a mineral type of industry. Mineral based industries, they use minerals as their raw materials. For example, iron and steel industry uses iron ore as raw material, and oil refineries use petroleum as raw materials. Next is forest based industries. From forest, what we get? We get wood, isn't it? Now if you go to the mineral industry, will they convert the wood into will they convert the teak wood into furniture? No, they will not. They use forest products as the raw materials. For example, shipbuilding industry uses teak as raw material, and paper is made out of pulp obtained from trees. So in forest based industries, we can make paper also. Now on the basis of size, features: large scale industry, small scale industry, cottage industry. Now what are large scale industry, small scale industry and cottage industry? Large scale industry means large amount of money, a big industry. Okay. Small scale industry means very small, which needs only a few finance to start the business. Cottage industry means small and set up at home. Okay, you can set up the business at home itself. The equipments used: large machines, small machines, simple tools and no machines. Labor size: thousands of people, a few people, mostly run by the member of the family, very few workers. Examples: iron and steel industries, shipbuilding, automobiles, etc. Now small scale industries: furniture, handloom, clothes, electrical and plastic goods, utensils, etc. Cottage industries: weaving cloth, handicrafts, all this. Okay, handicrafts like handmade toys, baskets. For this we can set up the industry at our home itself. Next, some important industries in India. The iron and steel industry is a large scale industry that is located near the iron ore deposits and coal mines. The main centers of iron and steel productions in India are Durgapur, Jamshedpur, Bhilai, Visakhapatnam, Rourkela and Salem. This industry also supports many small industries. Now, small industries, like for example, if we have what are this? Iron and steel industry, isn't it? Steel industry means we can get many from many things, utensils also we may get. So this also it's helpful in the small industry also. Okay. Next we have cotton textile industry. Is an important industry of the country. The industry has centers located in Mumbai, Ahmedabad, Madurai and Coimbatore. The sugar industry in India is another important industry of the country. Its centers are in Meerut, Belgaum, Ahmednagar and Coimbatore. Oil refineries provide raw materials for industries like fertilizers, cosmetic, rubber and pharmaceutical industries. They are located in Assam, West Bengal, Bihar and Gujarat. Visakhapatnam, Mumbai, Panaji and Kochi have famous shipbuilding yards. Automobile plants are located in Ahmedabad, Gurgaon, Jamshedpur, Pune, Kolkata and Nasik. Electronic and engineering goods industries producing domestic appliances and machinery like tractors, pumps, telephones are based in Mumbai, Chennai, Bengaluru and Hyderabad. Reform measures for industries. The industries make our life easier and more comfortable. However, the activities of some industry causes air and water pollutions and deforestations. Yes, of course. No doubt. Because of the industries, our life has become more easier. We get all the finished products, we get the cosmetics, we get the food, we get the clothes from the industry. But when they are doing the process, it is also polluting our environment. It is polluting our air. It is polluting our water because the smokes which comes out from the industry, it is spread on the air. Then also the waste materials coming out from the industries are deposited in the water. So this is making the water polluted. And the forest products like paper, we need paper. So why the paper? From where we get the paper? We get the paper from the wood. And also we also need matchstick. From where we get the matchstick? From the wood. So cutting down of trees are also being is also making our environment very problematic. Okay, deforestation. Other countries of the world have started using better and more environment friendly methods of producing goods. Both the government and industries in India are making efforts to adopt better science and technology and practice that cause minimal damage to the environment. So the government is making efforts for using the eco-friendly, environment-friendly method so that we don't cut the trees, we don't pollute the air, we don't pollute the water. So all these efforts are being taken up by the government. It's been taken up by the government, and also they are trying to adopt new technologies so that we don't misuse our environment, we don't pollute our environment. Okay. Now, let us move on to the exercise. We have filling the blanks. Industries that depend on agricultural products are called agro-based industries. Agricultural products mean the food products, or food products as well as the textile products means the clothes. Sugar mills are generally located near sugarcane farms. Cottage industries are generally set up at home only. Visakhapatnam and Mumbai, cities in India, have famous shipbuilding yards. Money is an important requirement for setting up an industry. So this was about the chapter, our industry. I hope so. You must have understood the chapter. Now, next time we will start with a new chapter. Till then, everybody take care and thank you so much.